You're worried that your desire for femdom is going to get in the way of you having a wholesome, loving relationship. If you watch this video completely until the end and give it your undivided attention, I will give you the easy way that you can still enjoy femdom in your relationship without it ruining the relationship. 2 years ago, in my last year of college, I met this dominatrix girl and we got into a relationship. And it was the best thing I had ever experienced, but at the same time, it made me reach one of the lowest points in my life, and it's what eventually got me onto self-improvement. The beginning of the school year is very good. I'm getting all my stuff in on time. I get some stuff in early. I'm joining new clubs. I meet this girl. It starts off great. And then I stop handing in work. I start handing in work late. I start procrastinating. I stop going to all the extracurricular clubs I initially signed up for because I don't have the time. I'm not eating healthy. I'm not working out like I wanted to. I'm not doing anything. All I'm doing is talking to this girl and engaging in femdom fantasies with her. And I believed that being a submissive male was the reason why my life was going to ruins, and I broke it off with her. Lo and behold, my life didn't get any better after breaking it off with her. Trying to be more masculine didn't make it any better. And yet here I am now, still a submissive male, though slightly less, and my life is much better than it's ever been, and I'm accomplishing my goals and working hard towards them. And I want that for you. So, you're probably one of those people where, as a result of being into femdom, you don't fully accept it. You feel like you have to make up for it. There are some guys, like typically femboys, who they just completely go into femdom. They're like, yeah, I'm a submissive male, yeah, I'm kind of feminine, la la la, like they don't really care. If you're like me, you probably feel like you have to make up for it by having lots of muscle and being very strong and disciplined and getting lots of work done and making money. I would say this is actually the natural course. I would say this is what most men feel like. It's just they're a silent majority. They don't really speak up. Like most of the femboys you see online are like completely feminine. And I don't think this mentality should necessarily be gotten rid of, but the thing that you should get rid of is blaming femdom for everything. Do not blame everything that is lacking on your life on being a submissive male, because the fact of the matter is there are plenty of CEOs and doctors and lawyers who go visit dominatrices. They are submissive males because it's how they find release from all their stresses. So it's not that's not the common factor. What is the common factor? What is the thing that's most common between you and all the other people who don't have good lives and feel bad about themselves? It's lack of discipline. Discipline is what you need to cultivate. The reason you're blaming femdom is because it's an easy scapegoat. And to be honest, your need for femdom may be impeding you in life and relationships, but not because of what you think. It's not the femdom specifically. It's your addiction to sexual content that is the real crutch. Society has conditioned you to believe that adult content is normal, fapping is normal, it's normal to have sexual fantasies. Yes, 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 in moderation, every now and then. The problem is, these people who are addicted to sex and femdom are not actually doing it now and then. They're doing it like every single day, multiple times a day. Every now and then is like once a week, twice a week at most. Ideally, like once every 2 or 3 weeks. It's like alcohol. Many people can handle alcohol. I can handle alcohol. I only drink when I go out with friends or on a date, and that's not that often. And it tastes so bad that I don't want to do it by myself. I barely want to do it when I'm with other people. And even then, I have no desire to drink more alcohol. Contrast to like some people who are really addicted to alcohol. Some people are more addicted to it. It fills them up. It fills up the hole. For you and me, alcohol is probably not that. For us, it's adult content. It's fapping, it's femdom. You can handle it in moderation, but you use it as a crutch to fill this hole in your life because you feel like you're not enough, because you're not getting enough work done, and also you don't have enough spirituality. You haven't accepted yourself for who you are so you can be better. These two things are not contradictory. It's not accept myself as who I am and be a loser, or don't accept myself for who I am and try to be the best person ever. You can do both. You can accept yourself for the flawed human being you are while striving to turn yourself into a better person. One way this works for me is I see the current me as not who I really am. I see myself as a golden statue that has become covered with layers of rust due to instant gratification. And in order to reach the golden statue, I have to peel off the rust. The rust is instant gratification. You peel it off with discipline and hard work, and a dopamine detox and scheduling. And my future self is the golden statue that was within all along. That's my true self. That's how I see it. The main takeaway from this is that femdom and sex are not inherently bad. There's nothing wrong for for you being into femdom, but it would be good if you were less obsessed with it. The real problem is that you're addicted to sexual content, and you're doing that because of some sort of lack in your life. You're gonna get rid of this lack by accepting who you are with spirituality. I recommend Greco-Roman Stoicism and Buddhism. The books I would recommend are The Practicing Stoic by Ward Farnsworth and In the Buddha's Words. And you're gonna get more work done by implementing a dopamine detox with a schedule. This makes the work out of your hands. Like, the schedule makes it so you have no choice. You just sit down and do the work. And the dopamine detox eliminates instant gratification. It eliminates distractions from your life. You shouldn't think that you're bad or weird for getting into this. Adult content addiction and femdom addiction are a lot more common than people think. It's just really uncomfortable to talk about, so no one talks about it, as opposed to getting help for alcoholism or stuff like that. Think about all the people who get into alcoholism. You're not alone. And because you're not alone, because it's an issue that so many people have overcome, I know you can overcome it too. If you want more immediately applicable advice for your daily life rather than those BS entertainment videos that don't change anything, and you're tired of all those macho red pill guys who don't understand you, hit the subscribe button. We're all gonna make it, boys. Ciao.